Hey guys, welcome back. Today, we are diving into Spider-Man 2, one of the greatest superhero movies ever made. Let's get started. Mary had become a famous model, and Peter was struggling with job. He worked as a pizza delivery boy. One day, Peter was late for work, and his boss warned him to deliver pizzas in 8 minutes. On the way, he saw some kids in danger and saved them as Spider-Man. Because of this, he was late, and the customer refused to pay. Peter lost his job. He also worked as a photographer, but that job was not going well either. At university, he found out his class had ended. His professor warned him that his grades were poor and he could fail. Peter went to visit his aunt and realized it was his birthday, but he had forgotten. His friends, Harry and Mary, came to celebrate. After the party, Mary asked Peter how he was doing. He admitted he had problems, but hoped to fix them. Mary mentioned she had someone new in her life. Peter said nothing and walked away. He returned to his broken apartment, where his landlord kept asking for rent, but Peter had no money, so he hid from him. Harry took Peter to meet a scientist for a school project. At first, the scientist refused, but later agreed because of Harry. The scientist's wife suggested Peter to read poetry, which inspired him to meet Mary. But on the way, he stopped some thieves as Spider-Man. He arrived at Mary's theater but was late, so the guards did not let him in. He waited outside, but when he saw another friend meeting Mary, he felt sad and left. While stopping thieves as Spider-Man, Peter's web shooters suddenly stopped working, and he fell. He realized that he had lost his powers. Feeling helpless, he went home. At the scientist's lab, with Harry's support, he demonstrated his invention, an artificial sun powered by nuclear fusion to provide unlimited energy. To handle the extreme conditions, he created robotic arms attached to his spine. These arms had their own intelligence, but he assured everyone that a special chip would keep them under control. The scientist connected robotic arms to his brain and started a nuclear fusion experiment, but the strong magnetic field caused chaos. Peter became Spider-Man to help, but the scientist refused to stop. In the disaster, his wife was killed. Peter saved Harry and shut down the system. Harry was heartbroken over the failed project. At the hospital, doctors tried to remove the scientist's arms, but the arms came to life and killed them. With his control chip broken, the arms controlled him. Peter got a photography job at a party, while the scientist struggled against the arms' influence. At first, he wanted to destroy them, but they convinced him to fix the chip. To do that, he needed money, so he planned a bank robbery. At the bank, he unknowingly ran into Peter and his aunt. He almost hurt her, but Peter saved her and then fought him as Spider-Man. Their battle moved outside, and when the police arrived, the scientist took Peter's aunt as a hostage. Climbing a building, he dropped her, but Spider-Man saved her. She fought back, and Spider-Man rescued her again. Peter later went to a party and was shocked to see Mary as the bride-to-be. Harry confronted him for taking Spider-Man's photos. Feeling alone, Peter left. His powers began to fail, so he visited a doctor who advised him to quit being Spider-Man and live a normal life. Peter decided to stop being a hero. Meanwhile, the scientist, now fully controlled by his arms, visited Harry. Since Harry hated Spider-Man, he agreed to give the scientist what he wanted, but only if he captured Spider-Man first. Harry told him to kidnap Peter, who always took Spider-Man's photos. While Peter was with Mary, his powers suddenly returned. The scientist appeared, demanding Spider-Man's location, and kidnapped Mary. Peter fought him as Spider-Man, leading to a battle on a train. The scientist damaged the brakes, making the train go too fast. Spider-Man used his webs and all his strength to stop it, but became too weak to move. The passengers caught him and saw his face. Surprised that Spider-Man was just a young man, they promised to keep his secret. Before Peter can recover, the scientist returns, captures him, and takes him to Harry. Then, he unmasks Spider-Man and is shocked to see Peter. Harry demanded to know why Peter had killed his father, but Peter replied that he did not have time to explain. Peter warns Harry that the scientist will start a dangerous experiment that could destroy the city. Realizing the danger, Harry agrees to help. Spider-Man arrives at the scientist's lab, where the dangerous fusion reaction is starting. They fight again, but the scientist refuses to stop. Peter removes his mask, showing his face, and reminds him that their powers should help people, not destroy them. The scientist finally realizes his mistake. He fights back against his mechanical arms and sacrifices himself by taking the fusion reactor into the water. Mary sees everything and now knows Peter is a Spider-Man. Peter tells her they cannot be together because his life is too dangerous. On her wedding day, Mary leaves a note for John and runs to Peter's home. She chooses to be with him, and they unite. Meanwhile, Harry discovers his father's secret lab filled with weapons made to kill Spider-Man. He realizes his father was the real villain, but still swears revenge. In the final scene, Spider-Man swings through the city, ready to continue protecting people. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.